Okay. All right. So I'm quite excited to do this little one, even though I don't really have much to say on the topic itself, just because this is very quite exciting little box we've got this time. So, topic for this, or this thing for this box is Saturn. Probably the most striking visually of all the planets in our solar system, which is pretty cool. So, and there's a lot of little interesting things about this. So, obviously, to start with, we have our little letter. So, it talks about Saturn. Um, so, it talks about Saturn a little bit, and it mentions that for this oracle, we will getting one of the following tarot cards. And we'll get to that in a little bit. So, and then we've got the little list of stuff that's in there. So, Saturn, and yeah, so it talks about the traits of Saturn, the deities associated, which include Aphrodite and Ishtar, which I would have thought they would be associated with Venus, seeing as they are basically the same god, if memory serves. If memory serves, yeah, Venus should be the god of love and war, which would make Aphrodite and Ishtar like that as well. Though that said, something I learned interesting: Aphrodite is probably, as far as we can tell, a evolution of the goddess Ishtar, and we get the most clearest sort of um, view of this in Sparta, because Sparta didn't, because most of Greece, basically all of Greece, worshipped Aphrodite, but they worshipped her as the goddess of love, and she was not regarded as particularly tough or threatening or dangerous. She was very fluffy and such, a very feminine goddess. Whereas in Sparta, she was worshipped as a goddess of love and war, much like little Ishtar. So yeah, power elements and tools. The scythe, that's cool. Keys, hourglass, cauldron, and double axe. Okay. Animals: goat, antelope, goose, peacock, dove, bat, and spider. Okay, you are a very interesting one. And all the dark gemstones: onyx, jet, smoky quartz, obsidian, and sapphire, which is a little odd. Anyway, black, indigo, and grey are the colors. Metals: lead, pewter, and zinc. So that's an interesting one considering a video I did, well, as of the date of recording, like 2 days ago. Anyway, so the plants, um, health body, so skin, bones, teeth, cartilage, glands, and spleen. Which glands? That's very helpful. Anyway, so the sigil seals, so that is, if I can pick them up because they're all sticking together. So we have, pretty sure that is the astrological symbol for Saturn. We have the seal of Saturn, intelligence of Saturn, and the spirit of Saturn. Now, I didn't actually pay these cards a great, because I got some of these with the moon one. In fact, those ones are even bigger, and I didn't really pay them much attention. But this time, getting them again, it's starting to catch my eye, and I don't really know much about them, which probably why I didn't pay much attention to them in the first place. But I am actually a big fan of symbols and symbolism, so I will be probably taking more of a look at them in my own time. At some point, maybe I'll do some videos on them. So yeah, and lastly, the tarot cards. Now, the reason why I'm going through this in such detail is quite a bit to do with this. So here it goes through all of the oracle cards that were mentioned in the letter that it said we'd be getting off. So it's basically Saturn and Leo, Pisces, well, Saturn by itself. So basically Saturn in either by itself or in one of the zodiac symbols. And the reason why I bring this up is, so I am a Libra. I am not on the cusp. I am not anything. I am pure, virtually pure Libra. And here, the Three of Swords, Saturn in Libra. The Three of Swords. And as far as I can tell, they don't have my date of birth. So this, and I've got it upside down, this may have been, probably was, a random pick. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is very, very cool indeed. So yeah, actually I'll leave that there. So yeah, and we have purple candle, so not black or grey, so we have purple. And oh yeah, I forgot to. Okay, no, I didn't. So there we have the Saturn card. Then we have comfrey, and some comfrey there. So useful wound healing, joint inflammation, muscle sprains, very nice. Used in whatever. Poultices, salves, incense, charm bags, and tea. Although there is a lovely little double star next to tea and no notes whatsoever on what on earth that is supposed to mean, which is not very helpful, guys. So protection, keeping lovers faithful, luck in gambling, healing and love. And then we have myrrh. Now if you've watched any of my other videos, because I do talk about it, I was raised a Christian. So myrrh has had relevance to me all my life. Even now, obviously, because it is useful in spells and has symbolism and such. And now I have some of my own, so that is also very cool. So it is for the respiratory system and digestive system, and it is incense, charms, spell bottles, oils, and baths, and it's used for a bunch of stuff. So healing, protection, purification, which was probably the symbolism behind why it was given to Jesus in the Bible when he was a baby. Exorcism, or maybe it was for that one, but probably not. Funeral rites, meditation, wisdom, banishing. Yeah, could have been that one as well. Breaking hexes and consecration. So, yeah. So either the purification or the consecration. So that is also pretty cool. And I'll put this to one side. So we also have, so there is that very large Saturn symbol, the seal of Saturn. Very nice. So that is very cool. Having handled a little bit, I do get the distinct impression it is not the best quality, but it looks great. It's going to make a fantastic display piece. However, if I do want a full-size seal of Saturn like that, I would probably have my own made, and I'd probably go for something like yew or elm instead of whatever that is, because yeah, I don't blame them for it being slightly low quality. I mean, there's quite a bit of stuff in here, and they're working with a limited budget to still turn a profit on it. So they've got to make their money somewhere. So I don't hold that against them. Next is this lovely little black bag, which is almost invisible on the cloth, which has our symbols on it again. So those are pretty cool. I do like those. The bag was also a little low in the quality side, but it's nice. It's cool. I do like that. And lastly, up here, we have some charcoal burners, probably for use in a burner for our little resin here. And finally, last but not least, and now I am going to sort of move all the stuff out of the way once the drawstring on this bag starts cooperating. We do have this lovely little black altar cloth, and I will probably, now the contrast is making my hand super bright, so I will probably be using this for most, if not the rest of my videos, because this is awesome. And like for a video, like for like a box focused on the planetary stuff, yeah, that's not going to work. Yeah, I'll focus on the planetary stuff. This black This black altar cloth is fantastic, and I am a little biased. Black is my favorite color, but like I'm just picturing. I mean, doing any sort of thing relating to the solar system on this cloth would be just awesome. I mean, like the you can have like I'm gonna put some more stuff on here. There we go. So yeah, so everything isn't glowing. Um, I mean, like the way the golden paper. Could you imagine doing like a ritual where you have like a gold coin or a piece of gold for the sun, and a silver coin or something like that, or moonstone for the moon, and some clear crystals for stars, and gem like gems for the different planets, all out on the black cloth. I mean, it would look pretty spectacular, and yeah, that's going to be pretty awesome. Um, yeah, you could probably also go think for things like diamonds for the stars if you want to go extravagantly. But that would probably be a bit much, as cool as it would be. Most of us don't have that sort of money. But yeah, I really do like this black altar cloth. This is pretty cool. Um, so yeah, burn through it a bit quickly. I was, very. I mean that. Yeah, getting the three of swords, I thought was just fantastic. I mean, it's things like that that are the reason why I'm such a big believer in fate. Like, how do you explain that one? So yeah, I could probably keep talking a bit more, but I've developed quite the incredible headache, so I'm going to call it there a bit. So I hope you guys have a great day, and see you next time. If it would stop recording.